It's just a piece of paper to...
Oh, maybe I've got somebody walking into shot.
This is the signing of the memorandum of understanding.
Thanks very much.
German paid. Yeah.
I'm Professor Jane Downs from the UHI Archaeology Institute. Got a really exciting geophysical survey going on, which is being undertaken by the German Archaeology Institute based in Berlin. And they've been doing really extensive geophysical survey, which means that we'll get a really good idea of all the different things under the ground that you can't see, because at the moment Rousay is well known for its tombs and its brochs, but we don't actually know what connects them in terms of landscape.
What difference will this memorandum of understanding make to your work?
Well, it's a really important event today, signing the memorandum, because we're just really pleased to have made this connection with this really important institute who are world renowned for their geophysical survey work. And to be able to work with them, we'll exchange research ideas, we'll have staff exchanges and student exchanges, and you know, they can work on helping us with training, and then we can look at research questions with them, so it's very exciting.
And what's so special about Rousay?
Rousay is sometimes called the Egypt of the North because of the amount of tombs that are here, the Neolithic tombs, and also, as I say, there are many brochs here as well, so they're particularly numerous. And we don't really understand that, you know, in terms of why people were drawn to this place, or indeed where the Neolithic people lived, and we think this survey is going to tell us that. Also, Rousay is really famous for the particularly well-known archaeologists who've worked here. So at the Neolithic village of Rigno, which is the other side of the island, Gordon Child worked here, a very famous archaeologist who also worked at Skara Brae, excavating there. And then later on, Professor Lord Renfrew developed some groundbreaking theories about how chiefdoms operate in the Neolithic. So Rousay is really important for archaeology.
My name is Esther Banfi. I'm director of an international research institute called the Romano-Germanic Commission, based in Frankfurt, who is part of a big scientific network over Germany called the German Archaeological Institute. Our basic target is to do research over Europe, from its northwestern corners to with a focus of Central Europe, with a very intensive outreach to southeastern Europe up to the Black Sea. That means that we are doing local research in all the time in cooperation with colleagues who work at the local places, and then we proceed the local results together, and then we have the big picture comparison in order to do really international research, combining people, ideas and research results together. The recent memorandum of understanding is a result of a cooperation we started to, an already existing big research project called the Point to Brodgar, with the participation of Irish and Scottish colleagues. And when I heard about this project, I said, oh, we have already good results from Ireland, so I could knock at their door and ask whether they want us to join. And so I did. We were welcome, luckily. And so while continuing our work in Ireland, the next question was where to go in Scotland. Of course, the name Point to Brodgar is already a clue for going to the Orkneys. But then the advice came that we shouldn't stay at the mainland, where several good research projects are already ongoing, and they're producing stunning results. But one island to the north of the mainland, Rousay, which is also well known for its archaeological monuments. There was also a famous excavation led by Gordon Child, one of the worldwide most famous archaeologists. But there were gaps, and there are still gaps in between two known monuments and scheduled chamber tombs or settlements. So our task is to do, or has been to do, that started, but it's really just a start and we are continuing it, to do landscape analysis to see what is in between two monuments, what does bind these famous or well-known places together, where did people really live, settle, how did they use the land, how did they occupy the whole landscape, which parts of the landscape were occupied. So these are very important archaeological but also historical questions. So our research question is basically a scientific one. But of course, it is also important for heritage issues. It is about monuments in an outstanding and very crucial place of European prehistory and early history. And in the end of the day, if we're talking about heritage and sustainable heritage protection, we are already at the broad public. And this is our intention, to share our results.
Their extensive survey by geophysics, and then these glimpses through excavation and other methods, and that gives you what you call ground truthing. So it helps you interpret what kind of things you're seeing in your geophysics. So given that a landscape is all periods, you know, it will help with interpreting the layout of the estate as well as the detail of the buildings.
And we see in the recent geophysics that there is occasionally a little spread of these buildings beyond the dike, so that we can see these changing landscapes that have been kind of enforced since this dike was put in.
Yeah. I mean, is that even that dike itself, truly is that a post-clearance dike?
I imagine it'll be at clearance dike.
Yeah, well, that's
if you
what
know
I mean.
what I mean.
Yeah,
That I imagine that there's some of these disappearing buildings will have
Yeah.
materialised in the dike.
That's not your average field dike, you cannot say.
Yeah.
We know from the maps this was built between 1880 and 1900.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Yes.
some of these are quite late, but a lot of them are early. But lots of what we're looking at is 18th, 19th century.
Yeah.
Of course, we know there's other.
Other
we're
stuff,
finding
all these other things in the
and these are very straight lines. And then underneath, we're finding a lot more kind of curvy linear.
Yeah, but something fairly major there.
Yeah. So this is kind of
Would that be the original scale? I mean, you can then
exactly
no scale. Like.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be. So that's what we're trying to find out.
The field banks coming in here, and that's obviously the building up there. So we've got all of the features from that station up here to put in, and this station over here. So we're joined together.
And then what do you do after you've got all that three things together and you're looking at it? What's the next stage?
Well, that'll be the finished record once we've got it all on one sheet, and that will be scanned and it'll go into our record Canmore, so for public use. It's obviously a 2D survey drawing of the site, but that's available on Canmore.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
So we've got.
Yes.
We can use a lot of technology, but this is like a more basic, but much more sort of interpretive.
Yeah, she's still using a very traditional method of survey with the self-reducing alidade.
Yeah.
This is accurate as you want to make it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The beauty is that you see it drawing up as you go along.
Yeah. There's a lot.
You don't have to process it in a computer to get an answer.
Yeah, the other sheets are up in the Land Rover actually.
Have a look at those.
What do you think? I mean, what do you think it could be under this, or what do you think's caused this? These banks and things.
Well, that's the big question.
We do think there's earlier things here. These obviously predate this stone dike, which is 19th century, so this is from an earlier time.
This could be Norse or even older.
Well, I think it could be Norse or even late medieval. It could be 15th or 16th century. And these would be, we think, would be turf walls. So before the stone dikes became commonly built.
A Feely dike.
Feely dike.
A Feely
You've got
dike.
them on the hills.
Yes, indeed.
So
That's
you
right.
see
Indeed.
lines up.
Yeah, lines in the hill there where they kept it. Keep the animals on the outside.
Just go up to sort of Scarborough Head and then into Quandle Way. That was turned to the sheep run when the clearances occurred. Then this is the sort of stuff that's just everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It gives you a real sense of landscapes and how people farmed and inhabited the land until quite recently. So this is a nice little pocket of that.
Nice to see something that's been done with a human hand. Computers don't.
Yeah, well, that's what's
computer
good about
printers
this.
don't do that.
That's what's good about this. You can actually,
Yeah.
it is a 2D drawing at the end of the day survey, but it's just as worthwhile.
Absolutely. Well, I'm Harvey Johnston, I'm convener of Orkney Islands Council, and I'm just here this morning to witness the signing of this memorandum of understanding between the German archaeologists and the UHI Orkney College and the University of the Highlands and Islands, and it's really great to see it. The Germans are bringing a great deal of expertise, really high-tech expertise here, and it's been a great help to our local archaeologists. And archaeology is so important to Orkney. I think we've just found out recently that I think more than half of the tourists that come to Orkney come to see archaeology. And so it's really very important that the council is supporting the work here, the work of the college and the work of the Archaeology Institute or the Orkney College.